Welcome to Yellow Brick Road. I'm Jordan. This is James. And today we're going to be talking about Red Ice's Lana. I don't know her last name. But apparently she has some complaints about outlawing white neighborhoods and freedom of association. But first, please consider donating to Devon's Journey to Recovery. The link is in the description box. The website is in the intro to this video. Please consider donating. Any amount will help. Don't be cheap like Trump buying McDonald's for, massive football players, bringing them entrees of of McNuggets and shit. Don't be cheap like that. Make a donation. Any amount will help. Devon's Journey to Recovery. Link in the description box. You let us know, we'll give you a shout out. So please do that. Okay, we have Red Ice here. Now, my history of watching Red Ice is from years ago when a guy named Michael Tessarian was on their show, on their radio show. And they talk about philosophy and conspiracy, and I thought it was good shit. It's an awesome show to listen to. I love hearing Michael Tessarian get pissed off. But a lot of it was about existentialism, right? I believe his whole thing was conspiracies don't happen unless there's a conditioned people that can be pushed in different directions. Mm-hmm. Mm. And Red Ice may have reverted back to that. Mm. As you might see, these guys don't call themselves identity. They say they don't play the identity politics game, but it seems like they do to me. Mm. Now, the guy that was on the Red Ice interviews with Michael Tessarian, his name was Henrik. Mm. This is a different person who I guess is new, or relatively new. Mm. And
come on, that's what it's like. When I think of Red Ice, I'm like thinking of.
Yeah. Okay. It's called "Shut Up and Let Tessarian Go." Just say words here and there.
He's like. Would you have to fucking think about it for a second?
So, me watching those old videos, you would never think that type of content would turn into this type of content. Mm-hmm. And we're going to examine it. Mm-hmm. Here's Lana.
Before you do that,
I
do. It's the file name.
Trump being served freedom on a bun. Pause. All right, we're just going to analyze this video. Red Ice, outlawing white neighborhoods and freedom of association because we're identity proletariats. Just making words up. Here we go. What was on my poster?
That's the last one. Is that really?
Hi, I'm Lana with Red Ice. I want to talk about the taboo subject of voluntary racial segregation and the importance of freedom of association from a realistic perspective in America, a country transformed into a multicultural mess. The government made it happen, and they won't make it unhappen. There's no end to laws that might be enacted to prevent European Americans from existing as a cohesive group. One of the last things shady...
Well, I can already tell you where this is going to...
Yeah, I'm already
like this is headed down.
I mean, so far it's like, but it's like,
ready?
Where are you going?
I'm gonna explain to you why America is a cultural mess. It's like, well, depending on what kind of language you use, just there, or right there, the way you dressed yourself this morning,
Yeah.
I already know what you're going to say. I already know it,
See, the people that are on the fringe, as far as content in society, those are the people I want to like. And I'm not saying I don't like her, or Red Ice, or any of those people. It's just... you guys have been conditioned towards a direction, and I'll get to that moral of the story at some point in this video, just not now. First, we're going to stare at an image of Obama crying because of all the dead babies at his footstep. I don't know if that's a word. Here we go.
Obama did was launch a scheme to make safe, nice, white neighborhoods less white and less safe. His people literally compiled the list of
See the quiet association of less white means less safe. Just pay attention to little things like that.
so-called racist zip codes, areas where whites live together in peace without crime-ridden ghettos. It actually happened. Although there are around 30 million whites in poverty in America, the majority of those in Section 8 subsidized federal housing are black. And wherever Section 8 housing exists, so does a lot of crime. Obama's so-called fair...
How about rural poverty? Does that exist?
Yeah.
Where they live out in like open land areas and shit, like
Yeah.
land they inherited from their family and all that stuff. I don't know.
Dude. Like, what'd you do, you know?
I almost want to play that Tom Hartman video, but I might bring it up at some point.
Come on.
Yeah, let's continue.
Come on.
Fair Housing Act claimed these poor folks just need access to safer neighborhoods, better schools, and jobs. In other words,
First of all, two terrible fighting stances.
Yeah,
You know, poor form. Second of all,
posture.
so what?
yeah.
So fucking what?
I don't know.
I don't know what happened right there. See, it's bad. Look at these two. What?
Could I have pulled up a video of like Joe Lozon and his brother, right, fighting in the front yard? Everyone's standing
It was
around
either
him.
his brother or some other kid.
Yeah.
I saw that video. Yeah.
How about the open law in Seattle? Was it Seattle or Portland?
It's Seattle.
Seattle, where they're allowed to.
You're allowed to
challenge-
you're allowed to challenge someone throwdown as long as you got a cop.
Yeah.
I think. Like, hey man, let's fight. You're my witness.
Not to mention the professional sports of boxing and UFC.
Oh yeah. So tell me the difference between Joe Lozon and the kid he was fighting. They were younger, as well as young Jorge Masvidal and Kimbo. I don't know if it was Kimbo Slices, one of his guys, but he was featuring it.
Yeah.
So you tell me the difference. There's no difference. I don't know what the fuck that is. So it's fucking like this is automatically right. It's safe to assume. Oh, this fucking person's full of shit. See, look at this video. See, it's bad.
How about what are they called? Gypsies? I remember Rogan talking about that, and I watched an entire documentary.
Gypsies?
I don't know what fucking nationality. I think they're like Irish or something like that. They're like gypsies, and they just
What do you think
they
I
have
know
like
about it?
they have like family rivals where they meet up every year and have fist fights.
Where is this?
I forgot the name of the documentary, but
It's in Ireland.
it's in Europe somewhere. He wants to go, huh? They fucking line up and just throw down.
That's savage.
They're like family rivals. That movie Snatch, right? That movie Snatch with Brad Pitt. He's playing a gypsy guy.
No, never seen it.
Nah,
I got some.
correct me if I'm wrong.
I got some work to do, but
Either way,
basically-
that documentary does exist.
Or there's fucking videos of like Nate
Yeah.
beating some older man up. Nate Diaz. So it's like, don't fucking tell me. Don't.
So the point is, you can't just show a video of two guys fighting and saying, "See, look at it."
Yeah.
I mean, if you're memeing, I guess that's one thing. But if you're trying to really say what's going on in the world, you gotta be better than that.
they need access to white neighborhoods and their magical privilege that makes everything simply appear for them without any effort or hard work whatsoever. It's not the fault of blacks who are poor and may turn to crime. They have no choice.
Father?
It's the fault of white.
You'll never say it to Chief Keef's face, and you fucking know it. That's Chief
Yeah.
Keef.
Yeah. Once again, I could use rap videos all day. So it's
Oh.
nothing.
Bitches love Sosa, man. Bitches love Sosa. Like, you know Eminem's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Did you know?
Oh,
Did you guys know? Did you know? Did you? It's a joke. But yeah,
yeah. Let's continue.
just fucking poor example.
I mean, I can look at it on the surface. If somebody is conditioned to believe they're alienated on purpose by society,
Mm-hmm.
and they have all the evidence of slavery and Jim Crow and things that I might not know about CIA actions.
no, they might not know about CIA
They probably
actions.
don't know about
They may
that.
not know. It's basically
Actually, the rapper from Chicago is like, they just dump guns off and then.
All right, but I would say it's a safe to assume that some people just don't fucking know or they don't care.
Either way, I believe they're raised and taught to not trust police.
Oh yeah.
So they're probably not going to lean towards following their fucking rules.
No.
It's like,
As well as if you know, not to mention as well as I think it's safe to assume that there's some sort of economic warfare going on. You know,
yeah.
like we're gonna profit off of you. You can keep playing this card if you want.
Yeah.
You won't know.
So it doesn't have to be a genetic thing if that's what you're aiming at, or a racial thing.
Yeah,
It could be just like you, a rat in a maze to where they shift the walls around and they can control your behavior because you're conditioned.
Ooh, fucking told you.
You're conditioned by the figure standing over your head. All I have to do is poke at you a little bit and you'll move in whatever direction.
Yeah. So tell us you're free. Go ahead. Try it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell us. I'm an individual.
What's that?
It's like, got you to react. I got you to react now. Who's in control now?
And I could get you to walk on the set of this music video. And
Me?
you or her.
Yeah.
Walk on the set of this music video and just say nigger.
I ain't doing that.
You will get a reaction. Right?
I ain't doing it.
Because
I bet you $1,000.
the little mouse, you tase them, you can move them into a different direction. And I can go on the Red Eye set and say, Trump is racist, and get you to move. You're like, blah, blah, blah. You'll have 10,000 words of arguments for me. So I can move you. That's what I think they're doing to you. And these guys too. They're trying to give you a warning.
At least their shit's catchy. That's all I'm saying.
Well, there's probably both of them lean towards like me as far as being countercultural. It's just I think you're just dead wrong.
The big watch. That's all I'm gonna say. That's the last thing I'm gonna say about Mr.
I'm against the system.
Mr. Keefe.
I'm against the system. Look at this Rolex.
I know.
It's like, what?
Yo, is that Gucci you're wearing? What's going on? You know what that is, right?
Yeah. Like, how'd you get those guns?
Like, cocaine where?
Yeah, no.
Like what? I'm not saying he's selling it. I'm not saying I know where he got it from. All I'm saying is it's funny. I'm not saying he's a funny guy. The situation itself is funny. What are you laughing at?
I don't know no NATO Jacobs.
I don't know.
All right, let's continue.
To hold them down from becoming successful entrepreneurs. Detroit, Baltimore, Chicago ghettos, and even Soweto in Africa, all because of slavery and racism.
Oh, go
no
back.
other reason. Obama and Africa.
Fucking, you had me thinking about
Detroit,
Native Jacobs.
Baltimore, Chicago ghettos, and even Soweto in Africa.
One guy had a decent stance and a little bit of shoulder roll.
Yeah. The other guy was off balance completely. I think he's a novice.
Tried to throw an overhand right, but had no feet set.
He tried to throw a, what do you call
Windmill
it? He tried to
overhand.
an overhand lat right, where his lat's throwing it and he's off balance, just falls down.
Yeah.
This is just poor examples here.
Yeah, look at the garbage.
Really?
I walked through Poland and there was no garbage anywhere.
That's
They're better. Let's continue.
Africa, all because of slavery and racism. No other reason. Obama's plan aimed to
Well, what reason are you getting at? Just say it. Just say it.
No, she won't. She knows better.
Yeah, I don't see her debating anymore.
No,
Maybe she
no.
has, but no, I doubt
Well,
that.
if she did, you know.
Probably low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Ex-CNN host.
I'm gonna tear her a new one. I owned her. I'm gonna get my mommy to write me articles about supporting me, how I destroyed people. Ha ha.
It's like, Lana, go back and watch the Sorcery and Magic. Watch the Inauthentic versus Authentic Life. Watch the Meta Child. Watch those Tessarian interviews. Then come back to us and tell us what race is doing what.
reallocate funding for Section 8 housing to punish suburbs for being too white and too wealthy.
I think at a certain point, you've made enough money.
It was all about race, about revenge for slavery and segregation, about making all white people
Low-hanging
pay.
fruit.
The scheme
No, I don't think so. Maybe. maybe that's what they were telling you it was for. But do you really trust? You're probably telling us we can't trust Barack Obama, except when he says stuff like this. So you can turn it into a race thing, so you can use it as ammo for whatever fucking thing you're going
telling
for.
me a dude that profits off of people suffering, we're gonna trust him only when he says, you know, A and B.
Yeah.
Like you're fucking dim, you know, if you actually believe that shit. Listen, I know he put us into a legal war. He's continuing it, as well as continuing the war on drugs. Even weed's illegal, but I'm gonna trust him when he talks about this.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you need to go in a closet somewhere. Just sit down. Fuck.
Let's continue.
Fuck. Like how?
Let's continue.
Yeah.
Involves giving vouchers to help so-called minorities afford higher rent in pricey white areas, not rich black areas. We're not talking about poor whites being imported into rich black or Asian areas, or poor Latinos into a rich Asian area. It's always about non-whites being sent into white neighborhoods. Government real estate.
The difference is I can say like fuck you and I can have an argument. You know.
It's like, yeah, they probably are doing that because they know they'll get you to get up, put some makeup on, and do a fucking YouTube video about it, which will lead to 400,000+ views, and they're like, yeah, they're doing this, and then all I got to do is push one little button, and you guys will probably, who knows what the fuck.
You see,
they'll do.
as long as there's silly groups like this around, they have other silly groups will have something to argue against, and people can be distracted from the real issue, which
Look,
is
Trump is racist. Look at the people who are saying to vote for him. Look at the people saying vote red no matter what. And they see you guys, and it's like a normal dumb person is going to be like, oh, this person's racist.
yeah.
So that means Trump's racist. That means Trump's whole base is racist.
Or
Think about it.
Or is Trump dog whistling? Yeah.
Yeah. Think about it.
Agents called mobility counselors help to secure or rather enforce housing in these areas, even going after landlords who refuse with discrimination lawsuits. So you as a white person work hard to live in a nice area while minorities get to live in the same area for free or next to nothing, funded by your tax dollars.
Stop trying to scare us with that fucking bullshit. That's not going to work here. Your taxes are going to take you out of your taxes.
Fear.
I mean, they work really
You know
hard
what's
to protect
weird?
billionaires.
These guys are so dishonest, and they don't have really any credible arguments, really.
Oh,
So hold on. So they literally have to resort to scaring people.
Yeah, they will literally put up a human wall to to protect billionaires.
Yeah.
To protect billionaire overlords. Just
Yeah.
like, yes, the ones pushing your buttons,
Like,
probably.
the wall ain't for you, fucker. It ain't
Yeah.
for you. You know.
Yeah.
It ain't for me. It ain't for you. We're not in that club.
Yeah,
Neither are you. Dumb fuck. Like, neither are you. It's like, that's what I don't understand. Like, they don't care about you.
yeah,
Like, fuck, man. It's like some of these people defend those fucking billionaires or those corporate fucking CEOs or whatever the fuck. Like, listen, they don't care about you. Even if they fucking like shake your hand, they smile through their fucking teeth because you know how pretentious of a fuck they are. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about your kids. It's really fucking bothering me. See, they care. It's like, you know they're gonna bathe in hand sanitizer when they get home,
Yeah.
right? Oh, the filth touched me. God, I saw a $20 bill today. Oh, it's been years. Oh.
yeah. And also, these things work if you wanted to make white neighborhoods.
Stupid.
These giant billionaires that you're protecting, basically, you're protecting by like proxy, basically. Like you may not have that motive, but you're doing it by accident, I guess. Those guys are just gonna sweep through your towns, take all those businesses away.
Yeah.
Fuck that. We got Amazon. We can just order one-click order, and it's at your door the next day.
Oh yeah, Jeff Bezos. He cares about you.
Yeah.
Just letting you know, he cares.
Or is he one of the leftists?
Stupid, silly shit.
Yeah. Let's continue.
Even their utilities are paid. This is insanity. It's anything but fair. The government began seeking
If you have a lot and the person next to you has nothing, why not help them? I don't know. I hate when that argument's always
see,
because
this-
they haven't earned it.
This is why a corrupt on a corrupt form of a establishment is gonna want you to form teams.
Yeah.
Like, do ever people fucking ever think as far as like an independent party, you know, an independent group of politicians, whatever the fuck? They'll never ever be presented or represented as far as on the main stage, really.
Yeah.
You know, it's always a Democrat or a Republican. It's always just two. It could even be in fiction, like in movies, or whatever the fuck. It's always just two, and people, as far as on the whoever have a shallow understanding of this, even get it. It's like, oh, they want you to be a part of a team.
Yeah.
That's why most people probably don't fucking vote. It's like, either way, you know, it's bullshit. Well, why am I gonna participate? It's like, there you go. For now, let's do something to change shit, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
It's basically picking who's going to hurt you less.
Yeah.
And the only ones that ever get hurt are just normal people.
Yeah.
It's not the guys sitting above them.
Fuck no. Yeah, hey, well, you think that family that owns Walmart, you think they're getting hurt right now? No.
Yeah. If there's
they're comfortable, probably.
If there's a racial civil war that breaks out tomorrow, who's going to be fine? The guys who live in their own towns, basically. That bought and paid for their own towns and islands and mansions and gated communities with their own security forces.
Sure.
Those guys will be safe.
Yeah. Jeff Bezos, he'll be fine. Zuckerberg, that dude will be fine.
Yeah.
What's his name? Oh, shit.
Oh, you can go
Tiger Woods, he'll be fine.
the guy, the Virgin Mobile guy, Virgin owner, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Him going down in Venezuela, throwing concerts and shit to get the falsely elected leader into office.
Yeah.
It's like, well, nothing will fuck him up either way.
No.
He'll be fine. Whoever wins that little thing. There.
Those politicians, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
They got a little runaway, you know.
Instead of paying attention to Trump, throwing coups in different countries and
Yeah.
supporting Saudi Arabia, bombing the shit out of Yemen. It's like, no, we got to pay attention to the SJW college kids.
It's like, holy fuck.
Granted, but it's just like, why not do
Now,
all of that?
can you imagine that, right? Even though I do believe a mass majority of the people are ignorant and silly, if you don't have anything to present, like, if there's nothing else, like, getting their attention, then where do you fucking think they're gonna look?
Yeah.
They're gonna keep looking, and they're gonna say, well, oh, this shit really is fucked up. Wow. There's no more silly SJW or fucking other sort of fanatics around, you know.
Yeah. Plus, her arguments of white and black and Latino, all that shit, those will get broken down easily. Just through philosophy, we'll easily break those down to where they're left with one thing, which they call culture, in quotes, which is dumb. Culture's malleable. It's relative. I'm sure there's white hip-hop fans, and I'm sure there's black classical music fans.
I'm gonna be honest. To me, it's literally just, it's not white hip hop. It's just a sound.
Yeah, it's just hip-hop.
Like, I know a bunch of my friends who are not of my ethnicity that, like, I like this better. It's like, really? Like Eminem, like, I love Eminem. It's like, yeah, he's okay.
There's a lot of black Eminem fans.
You know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah.
he's more of like a pop rap dude, even if you won't admit it. It's like, I can hear it.
All right, let's let this run for a while.
Yeah.
That's right. 2 minutes 44 seconds in. We've been going for 20 minutes.
Well, that's the problem, man. It's like, look, it should be a fucking,
Let's just let the time. Let's
should be a fucking red flag when I can go for 20 minutes when there's only 2 minutes of fucking shit on video. Fuck.
Yeah.
Nice, high-rent areas and building Section 8 housing right smack in the middle. This happened years ago in beautiful downtown, touristy Charleston, South Carolina. And the crime that followed was so bad that the government changed policy so that only, don't laugh, single mothers could live in the housing, and once a boy turned 18, they had to go. If you drive by this area today, you'll see nothing but black single mothers. Wherever subsidized government housing exists, so does high crime rates. In order to hide these stats, anti-whites dumped them in low-crime white areas. Clinton also tried this in the 90s, and it failed. With claims that blacks commit crime or use more welfare only because they need access to better housing, jobs, communities, and schools, nothing changes except they stay on welfare longer and nice areas get wrecked. It's the sad truth. So wrecked that even Hillary Clinton, the champion of poor minorities, opposed this plan in her own neighborhood. White, rich liberals are the sickest hypocrites of them all. They know all of this is true, but they're too fake and dishonest to admit it. Dallas is a good example.
Why do you see everything
resist,
in
could
terms
ya?
of race?
Couldn't
Every
resist.
single thing is in terms of race. It's incredible.
It's gonna help. Whatever they're holding on a podium.
I wish I could hand you like a little,
My bad.
a little glowing ball of existential.
It's not a podium. It's pillar. Remember, whatever they're holding on that pillar, they can knock everything else down. See, this is the only way to look at things.
I wish I can give you a little like glowing ball of an existential epiphany, and you'll be like, "Oh fuck, I gotta go back and take this back. I can't. I gotta be an Indian giver." Can I say that?
You can say it because it's ethnically correct. No, it's just fucking straight up having an epiphany, realizing what you did was wrong, and we're like, what's the word? Atonement.
Yeah.
I like to call it self-atonement. Not, I have to show you that I'm sorry. It's like, no, you have to show me. Fucking you do the work, and then you'll earn people's trust again.
Real people know the battle's always between good and evil. They may not use the words good and evil, but you know what I fucking mean. Real people know that. Everyone else is probably a conditioned, ignorant team player. Or they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
In 2012, the same fair housing program was forced into affluent areas. Now Dallas has one of the highest murder rates in the nation and had to call in state troopers to help police control
Yeah, you
it.
could tell that one.
For the first time, violent crime shifted to communities north of the city with massive spikes in rapes, assaults, and break-ins. This process of importing poor non-whites into white areas is called diversity mapping, or, funny, geospatial discrimination.
It's like, yeah, what would happen if you start filling these rich, gated-off communities with poor people? I wonder what would happen. I wonder. Like, shit, if we could just steal this.
You
serious?
gotta admit that shit is creepy. Those gated communities where the houses are like 3 fucking apartments. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Fuck. Like, why is this gated? What are you hiding? Matter of fact, you ever see the ones near us?
Yeah.
Like what? Why is this hidden? Like, you can't be here. Like, fuck you. I'm gonna drive around here if I want.
Yeah.
Fucking unreal. Yo, the doors were like unreal. It's like, your door. You know what I mean? House door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Imagine like 4 of those stacked on top and like to the sides.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is it? What are you hiding? It's
I
just
don't.
on its own. It's just to a degree. It's like, isn't this a little weird here?
Yeah. If
People-
you
My bad.
take a bunch of poor people, put them in a rich black neighborhood, so we're gonna assimilate you here. So you get to move into these smaller houses that are, somewhat in the area of these mansions. It's like someone's gonna fucking try to rob them. It's not gonna be a majority, by the way. It's gonna be a small number of them that are gonna try to rob them, straight up. Now, if you have poor blacks move into a rich black neighborhood, if they're conditioned like you are, Lana, they won't. They probably a smaller amount will rob them. Well, all that has to happen is the breaking of conditioning, of them thinking there's some sort of loyalty between Jay-Z and the poor guy who can barely afford a hamburger.
No.
If that conditioning is broken,
Yeah.
they'll rob the shit out of them.
Sure.
Or
You
not automatically,
You
but
know what I mean? Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, you ain't safe.
a larger minority would be.
It's funny how it always goes back to the individual work to understand, like, breaking into one's own conditioning,
Yeah.
It's funny,
It's actually from the FBI crime statistics I saw from I forgot what it was from. Was it 1980 to 2012 or something like that? 2008?
Mm-hmm.
I actually looked at them, and blacks are more likely to kill each other who are non-related. Whites are more likely to kill someone they're related to, according to those statistics.
They can hear you.
Your brother's like,
He's like this. He's like,
he's reading my mind.
he's like,
I was gonna do it tonight, but
he's like this. It's a knife back in his shirt. My dog is like, Aaron the knife. He heard it. It's like, tucks it back in under the fucking carpet, whatever the fuck.
But yeah, we should be focusing on corruption.
Mm-hmm.
That should be the main focus.
Well, it's literally discounting what.
Not okay. Let's separate the races first.
Yeah, I know.
Now we'll work on
Yeah,
corruption.
it's discounting.
No.
It's discounting the individual. When you do that, people are going to resort to team playing because they're already obviously ignorant, right? So you're going to have people like this who, I would believe it's like what? Who would I compare her to? She's like a Pied Piper, if that's the right word. How you say that? Like, this is the way. Come on, follow me.
Yeah.
This is it. Remember Andre the waiter? You should fucking know that. Come on. Red ice. Well, follow me. This way. Over here. He's gonna carry you through the mountainside, you know? This is it. Isn't it wonderful? That's not what you're really looking for in the end.
Architects
Fuck you.
Control DVD. Check it out.
Yeah.
Should be on YouTube.
Basically, it's like,
If you're
hey,
conspiracy minded, it's fucking awesome.
this person, you know, has no fucking idea what they're fucking saying. You
He
know?
almost said IQ.
No, I haven't. But you know what I did, honestly? I realized, I'm like, that almost sounded like I was going to say IQ. I wasn't going to say it, I swear.
All right, let's continue.
It means chasing down the last white people and forcing them to live with a certain people while also paying for those people to live in their neighborhood. Then that neighborhood goes downhill.
Disingenuous
This is
fucking-
anti-discrimination. This is white privilege.
Pause it.
See, all whites are...
Like, shut up. Have you ever fucking done the history as far as economic warfare within the United States? How people can profit off of a poor group of people?
Also, it's just people outside at night.
Yeah, fuck, what?
Did you put a sound effect in there for
Yeah, I know.
sirens?
Yeah, siren and shit. Have you ever fucking been in the city in summertime at night? You were just, you know what I mean? Like, let's say they're hanging out
Yeah.
outside. It's still like dark. It gets darker out, but it's still warm. People are just hanging out.
Have you
Who
ever
gives a
considered
fuck, man?
the amount of people living in a city?
A lot.
Even if you break it into race, it's still a lot of
Yeah,
fucking people.
a ton.
And you consider how many are committing crimes, and you're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
it's not really that much.
No, considering statistics and shit, right?
Now,
it's
if you
fun.
look at arrest rates, if you look at actual conviction rates versus arrest rates, it's actually a lot smaller. I think it's something where like 59% are convicted.
See, it's funny how the way these kind of people presenting these arguments, and believe it or not, it's like a whole community of them. So I wouldn't let the subscribers, you know, fool anybody. 200,000, 400,000. It's like like the same fucking group of people.
It
So
could be.
I would highly suspect that. So whenever they present you these statistics, they always like, it's like basically misrepresenting the actual number. You know what I mean? They'll show you the graphs. They'll make the graphs look so disproportionate.
Yeah.
Like what you said, when you realize if you actually look at them, right, which I never like doing, but when we actually looked at the numbers, like, wow, this is fucking really small, like really, really small. You know what I mean?
We were looking at the homicide rates, and then it's 99.92 or something like that. 99.92% of blacks do not commit homicide. But if you're looking at Vince's graph, you'd think it's everywhere you turn. Or the image she showed where it's like people just outside playing sirens and shit.
People outside playing sirens.
Or not, you know what I mean. All right, let's continue.
are so evil that we must pay for our sin of existing because our mere presence
Some dude
is
outside in his
oppression.
lawn chair.
They're using this. They're using this.
Some dude outside in his lawn chair just put it on his radio.
They conditioned someone else to condition you. Congratulations, you're in the Matrix. Enjoy it.
Like, but yeah, believe it or not, by her I mean whatever Red Ice Radio or Red Ice TV has become, or whatever fucking opposing argument to this.
Yeah.
Which means I'm basically talking about team playing. It's like you're helping these fuckers that don't care about you.
Yeah, in the Matrix.
It's like they're in the Matrix. Like, yeah, you're helping them too, asshole.
Let's continue.
It's like, I understand the Matrix.
Yeah.
No, you
They
don't.
fucking stole the word red pilling.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
It's like
You know how
literally.
I felt when I was like first looking at film and all this stuff as something meaningful, and the concept of the Matrix and the red pills and the truth and all this shit and the one concept. It's like, oh my god, my fucking heart was on fire watching these things. Now it's about getting laid,
I know. Fucking.
being a Trump supporter.
Are you you got red pilled, bro? Don't be a Chad. It's like, what? What kind of frat boy fuckery is
Like,
this?
who let you guys steal this shit?
What? It's like literally like rape and pillage of an idea. You know what I mean?
It's literally what's it called? It's literally the post-human world, as
The
Michael Tessarian
the
might
post-human
call it.
world. Funny, right? It's literally like if I ever write a fucking like script for a movie, or you do it, it's literally gonna have to be like, okay, now I'm gonna have to pay attention to anybody's like, this is what it was really about. It's like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
No, you did not get it right.
Let's continue.
Like you Skype.
This
them.
process is
Yeah,
a
it's
good
me.
example of something
I
that is
actually wrote it.
happening on a much larger scale with the importation of mass third world immigrants into European nations. Well, Trump halted this Obama program, well, until 2020. How about cutting it out altogether? The left isn't quite about their plan to
This
force area.
person, dude.
It was like Nickelodeon for conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're conspiracy. I hate using the term alt-right because it sounds like I'm calling you racist or something. I don't want to call you racist. So
Listen,
I stay away from like alt-right. I try to, but
I try to too, but listen, they're
when they call themselves that,
they
I'm
are
like,
presenting similar arguments, so it's like, are you gonna fall in that fucking category? I wouldn't be surprised if someone fucking called you alt-right and or racist.
God,
Because come on, that's what it is. If I fucking get Vincent James, right, and if I get Jared Taylor, which I'm sure they fucking talk to each other, who else? If I get Stephen Molyneux, if I get Laura Southern, I can keep going and going.
I don't think Laura Southern's this bad. Depends on where you're going.
My point is, if I get them all into a circle and they can all communicate with each other, it's like, I don't agree with you on everything. It's like, yeah, it's probably like a handful of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't agree with everything. Like Shapiro, I don't agree with everything Israel does. Like, but like, do you really? You know what I mean?
All right, here we go.
Areas that are too white, not too black, Asian, or Hispanic, to racially diversify.
Yeah, look who it's coming from. Fucking Joe fucking Biden.
Yeah, you can trust him with
Yeah.
your kids and weapons and drugs and all that wonderful stuff.
Yeah, you take it out on college kids and
Yeah.
whatever.
Like, he cares about you. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Organizers and shit like that.
Yeah, that guy cares. That guy cares about people.
Soros. All right, let's continue.
Fuck him too.
Against their will until they become a minority in their neighborhood, their state, and eventually their country.
It's not going to.
Minority means nothing. It doesn't mean anything.
Well, I forgot.
It doesn't mean anything in the sense of well-being.
Mm-hmm.
It means absolutely nothing. You're going to have to make a genetic argument or some sort of ethnic soul argument for this to mean anything to me. Right? If a bunch of Indians move into Idaho and take over the entire state, not take over as in like tyranny, but take over as in majority of population.
Yeah.
If they're moral, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Isn't it about morality at the end of the day? Or do you
I
just
mean,
want
purposely.
Don't you want your kids to look a certain way?
I mean, honestly, not purposely. Honestly, it really doesn't matter to me what kind of people.
No, but don't you want your kids to look a certain way?
No, what? Oh, you're doing that Muhammad Ali shit.
Yeah.
That shit was so fucking dumb.
There's no more French wine anywhere. They took over.
What?
It's so hard to find French wine in France.
That's ridiculous.
That's a problem. Not morals.
Listen, asshole. Can you learn to make fucking New York style pizza?
Sure.
All right, you can make Italian dishes.
Sure.
All right, cool. Don't fucking tell me it's good. It's good. Oh no. Like, all right, you want to fucking separate? Let's separate, bitch. All right. No more Taco Bell. No more fucking Chipotle. That's gone.
Gladly.
Yeah. And guess what you'd be left with?
We're taking
Not a lot.
We're taking rock and roll too. I'm taking it with me.
We're taking rock and roll. We're gonna take rap and hip hop. We're gonna take blues. You know, I'm being silly here, but the point is, it's like, you see how fucking dumb this shit is.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now with good conscience, we could go on to a different video and just stop here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm kind of advocating for that, by the way.
Let's let it play through. Give her some context.
Nor should we want it to stop.
They call this equality and the right and moral thing to do. Says who? This is open hatred and disgust for white people simply existing in a cohesive, tight community.
That's
What are you talking?
That's the taser that they hit the rat with. That's it right there. When you start saying they just hate white people and they want us to go away. That's the taser that's the direction they wanted the movie into. So now when they have SJWs running for president and they're like, there's racists out there who think some sort of white genocide is happening. They're just scared of their white culture going
I
away.
forgot all about that crap. Yeah.
They can just take this sound clip and abuse the fuck out of it. And probably a lot of your other videos, as we've seen a couple of them. So, how does it feel?
Yes. Well,
You are the rat being fucking tasered in a direction, and you're cover your ears, cover your eyes, cover your mouth, and just dive in.
I thought they're gonna fucking like tase me.
No.
Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase. Well, at least he was pretty like honest about it. Don't tase me, bro.
It's like, fuck, man. You would think people leaning towards conspiracy would notice that immediately.
I'm not making fun of that guy. It's just
It's an agenda to
like he said, "Don't tase me, bro." You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like
He's a little soft. It's a little smoothie.
you never know.
I'm like, you pussy.
You never know what the fuck else they're doing with him.
Imagine if he tased him and he gave just a straight look at who was up there. What's his name? John Kerry. He's just looking John Kerry dead in his eyes, like, "Zzz." What? That's really. Oh no!
I probably would have been too pissed to like scream.
Those cops are like, shit, this shit works. We know what to do now. That's how you shut people up. Just tase them.
And then they take you in the back and they beat you up.
Casino style.
In that moment, I would have been honestly, it would have been like fuck all you sitting here, you fuck yeah, just sitting like, come on. No one helped him. I would have helped you.
There's people saying stuff.
Yeah, they say they didn't do anything. Hey, they're tasing him for just
Kids
saying
will
something.
be kids.
Nope. No room for that when someone's getting hurt, man.
Let's continue.
White people are fucking devils.
Quaint white neighborhoods.
White people with the fucking. Now, let's see that again. That's funny.
Tight community.
All white people are fucking devils.
Quaint.
All right, look. Why the fuck do you think people of any kind of ethnic group, you know what I mean, are gonna say that shit?
Well, real quick,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the image. It's like, okay, there's news cameras.
Yeah, I know.
I see yellow police tape around something. Like, something bad probably happened.
All I'm
dude.
saying is this. Something bad probably happened. All I'm saying is this. You can take a clip of that, use it as a soundbite, and fucking like, see?
Yeah.
Point is though, it's like, why the fuck do you think it's a group of ignorant people? I'm not saying you think black people are ignorant. I'm like, no, I'm saying a group of ignorant people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a group of people have been taken advantage of for a long time, if not targeted by economic warfare, And as far as on the surface, as far as like segregation and shit, like, do you think that's there because they hate you, or because people can think of it as far as like we can take advantage of them from an economic standpoint, you know, or we can make a profit off you, including the other group. It's not as visible. So when you have a group of ignorant people and they're trying to come up with a reason for this, and again they'll resort to fear.
I think you're looking too deep. I think that was a guy reacting to something. A guy was probably upset and emotional. Upset and emotionally reacted to something. Not cold and calculated like this.
Would you just wait?
Go watch.
Fuck.
Go watch like Black Israelites. Those guys are cold, calculated.
Yeah.
We're being dipshits.
What I'm saying.
You gonna stand with the cracker? Huh? Those fucking guys with the weird outfits. God.
Those guys are posers, all right. So anyway,
they're wannabes.
I'm not saying that's what that guy was saying. I'm like, but why do you think they're gonna use that? See, this is what they think. I'm like, all right, if you have heard that from anybody, probably had some sort of like feelings or opinions on the way things are. Why the fuck do you think? And everything I said prior, before I was met with the smackdown, like literally, it's like,
I think that was just an emotional reaction.
I'm not looking too deep into it. I'm like, I'm gonna dismantle her argument before she even fucking makes it. Like, see this clip? See, I told you. Like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Those what are they called? Black Israelites?
Those guys are different. Those guys are thinking about that.
Yeah.
On a normal day.
They're posers.
On a normal day, they're thinking about that.
They're posers, man.
Yeah, they're like, you know, popes and cardinals and guys like that.
Yeah.
And priests.
It's like, hey, fucker.
Not all priests, but a lot of priests.
You think you're gonna be allowed in those those ethnic gated communities? No. Hey, man. What's Netanyahu's position? Benjamin Netanyahu. What's his position? Prime Minister?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, man. Do you think they'll let you do that? No. Do they have a president? They have a president, right?
Prime Minister.
Okay. My
That's
bad.
basically a president.
My bad. Yeah. No, man. Nope.
Nah.
I'll put money on it. They'll fucking treat you different.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I've heard stories of black people that are Jewish that try to move to Israel, and it's almost like they have to test that they're Jewish.
Yeah.
They're almost like testing them to find out, like, oh, you guys bullshitting?
Yeah.
And then a lot of them have to gain citizenship by fighting in the military for Israel.
It's like, fuck.
So it's like...
It's like, if I do it, I'm like, let's say I am, which I'm not. Like, okay.
And by the way, the family I saw, they assimilated. Nice, finally.
Sure.
Different races, assimilated.
A couple months under the sun. It's like, we need to test this guy again.
Let's continue.
Palestinians.
White neighborhoods is racism. Forcing non-whites into white areas is not about integration. It's about disintegration of white communities.
All right.
They don't care about you, man.
Yeah.
It's not about this. Once you have the wrong target, you're looking at the wrong target, somebody can just shoot you from behind.
Yeah.
That's simple. They know silly people like this they'll prop you up in a backwards backdoor way.
Yeah, they'll do it. They'll fucking give them a podium, and then it's literally like they'll be paying attention to everyone's attention will be diverted to her or whoever the fuck is being used as a puppet, but they don't even realize it.
And the suburban kid will be like, "Oh, that's why they're doing it," and they'll jump onto this dumb fucking message.
Yeah. While it's literally they're all watching as they don't realize that beneath on the ground where all the people are going like this. Like someone's, walking up behind you, like going in your pocket, checking. We're going to take this. You're not paying attention. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Like they don't give a fuck, They don't care.
Yeah.
It's unreal. It's like, guys, it's like I don't like using the word logic in this example. It's just like, literally.
Okay.
From a logical standpoint of view, it's like, is this really it? You think? Does that make sense?
Look at Wilbur Ross, right? I think it was 800,000 federal workers. I'm guessing majority were white. And what did he say? Well, it's only 0.3 of the GDP, so it's not really that big of a deal that 800,000 people are going without work,
800,000
having to
people.
go to food banks. He's like, just take out a loan. You can. That's how you can buy food.
It's like, fuck you.
Owe these banks money for the
Fuck
rest
you,
of your life.
man. You
Yeah.
only 800,000.
Yeah, they care about you.
Only 800,000 people plus everyone and everybody else they're trying to help are now fucked.
That's Trump's guy, by the way.
Yeah, fuck him and fuck that. You know, like what the like? How can you be so heartless? Yeah, they care about you. What's this person's name?
Lana Kotef, Lotef.
Whatever, fucking Lana. Yeah, they fucking care about you. You know.
Yeah.
Fucking have fun tonight sleeping in your probably fucking nice bed, wherever the fuck, you know. Have fun. Fuck, how do you sleep at night? Fucking snake.
I don't look down on her that much. You're talking about her? You're
Talking
calling
about-
her?
Yeah,
I don't do that.
I will.
I think in a different world, I'd like her. If she had existential moral goodness behind her, I'd be like, yes. Because she looks like she can fight. Metaphysically fight, not
As
physically.
long as I hear this shit, and so
I think-
we're looking at people as statistics now, huh?
I look at her, and I think if, considering her beliefs about whites or whatever, someone put a gun to her head and said, either we kill you and all the other whites live, or you live and all the other whites die, including you, or something like that. She'd be like, fucking kill me then, bitch. I think she has that type of thing going on.
It doesn't.
Just the wrong target and wrong
Listen, when I say fuck you,
idea.
I'll fucking go in depth about this if I ever have to fucking back it up. You know what I mean? It's literally I'm saying fuck you to the lack of individual that's currently right there. You know,
Yeah.
I would love to have someone like do some sort of existential work or individual work so that they become more of an individual, hence a champion or the one. You know, for themselves. But this lack of whatever, it's just fucking sickening. It's annoying.
By the way, I don't know any of that. It's all intuitive. Just like Ben with his, what's it called? Daddy's boy?
That dude got
Like that intuitive thought.
yeah.
Let's continue.
Oh, nah, I'll say that for later.
Just
If I get
continue.
more evidence.
There's nothing organic about it. It is
jabs.
contrived and calculated
Ben?
with very
Ben.
bad intentions. We're not talking about Thomas Sowell moving into your neighborhood. The EU is also doing something similar with their fake refugee quotas, forcing
this
even the
is straight
smallest
disingenuous.
European
Go
nations
fuck
to take in
yourself.
their fair share. No non-European country has such an asinine, self-destructive policy. Most countries have a policy to not take in boatloads of strange foreigners. We're now dealing with mandatory racial integration and the attempted destruction of voluntary segregation. For now, there are some white pockets, but they're working on that. Well, if you support freedom and liberty and all that we keep hearing about that makes America so great, it includes the right to associate or disassociate with whomever you want or don't want. It means you don't have to like or include everyone. Yes, freedom means if you don't like a certain people, you don't have to bake them a cake or give them a job, live by them, or include them in any shape, way, or form. But
The fuck? What?
Is it moral, though?
It's not the, yeah.
Is it moral? Shouldn't the core be morality? Oh, this is a good person, so let's work together.
If you don't like a certain group of people,
What does that mean?
Yeah. What?
See,
What do they do?
that's the stuff that
Is it like a group of like? Is it like a? Oh, see that law firm over there? They do some shady shit. I don't like them. See that the board,
Yeah.
the board of like in charge of the law firm, whatever the fuck. It's like, yeah, I don't like those fuckers. They do shady shit. That group of people. It sounds like she is fucking like blatantly, but kind of like coding it a little bit. If you don't like this ethnic group of people, you shouldn't have to live next to them or work with them. Like, the fuck you saying? At least say it. So, no, I don't think she's the person you intuitively think. 'Cause if she was, she'd be fucking saying it.
I'm talking about strong beliefs.
Oh.
Has integrity within that belief.
I doubt it, man. I doubt it.
I think so.
I doubt it. I'm seeing some sort of weird similarity as far as, like, costumes, I call them.
Let's continue.
now the
Everybody
country
dresses.
boasting about
What's going
all
on?
its liberty and freedom says you can't exclude anyone, well, unless they are straight and white. Usually those who find it most appalling that some choose to exclude a certain people are the most exclusionary themselves. Come on, Muslims, Jews, gays, blacks, SJWs, and all the other victim status classes are the most stuck up and elitist about who they let in, and they have orgs just for people like them, openly discriminating. And for me, I could care less about them. In fact, I prefer it when they stay set apart. But then they can't cry when people like I do too. It's not...
You're a fucking collectivist. I hope you know that.
Shouldn't it be based on morality once again? Isn't that the basis?
I know you're speaking to a collectivist, which means when Daddy tells me it's good, that means it's good.
What if he's a serial killer? Is he welcome in your whatever country you want?
You see, the white ethno-state can help me since they're of my kind. They'll help me get better.
That rapist and murderer in the Green Mile, that dude. Remember the movie Green Mile?
Yeah.
And the dude who like
Oh yeah.
raped and killed the
Yeah.
little girls or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's like he's welcome somehow.
He's welcome. We can help. We can help him, brother.
John
we can help
Cole.
him. We can help him.
Percy.
Percy.
Let's continue.
people like myself trying to force everyone to live together. No, I want the exact opposite.
It's
The
not force,
freedom to
Paul.
disassociate.
I'm gonna like distance myself from the idea of like using force by using force in the name of good. It's
It
not
very
good.
well could be, because they know they'll get this reaction.
What?
Governments
I'm trying to establish.
starting wars in foreign countries and forcing migrants into the other countries, into our country or other countries and shit, Western countries.
There's so many things, man.
Like they could do that to get you to react. To
Sure,
it.
there's a bunch of other things they get to do too. It's like, oh, you're gonna be poor and desperate. Well, I can fucking make a profit off of that now, right? And by the way, you're gonna have to get a home. Take a loan. Take a loan off. Go get a loan. Go put a fucking fuck. You know what I'm saying?
The
Go
hooded
take out a
man.
loan and get that house.
The man with the ring driving the red Mustang. They call him War, and he's like, yes, any day now. Keep pushing those mice around. Any day.
Does he get sideswiped by the dude in the Phantom?
Hmm?
Does he get sideswiped by the dude in the Phantom with a ring on his thumbs and shit?
No.
No.
I'm talking about the TV show called Supernatural, where they did some
Oh, that?
pretty
Oh, I
cool
don't know.
symbolism of the four horsemen.
Never seen it.
Anyways,
Seen it as far as paying attention.
the guy portraying War drives a red Mustang.
Run it for me.
Right? The red horse.
Okay.
Red Mustang.
Right.
He turns his ring, and it changes everyone's deception. They start thinking each other are demons. Each group, even though they're all supposed to be together,
Perception, or they start thinking.
each group
Yeah.
who's supposed to be on the same team, they just got separated by whatever, some event happened. They start seeing each other having all black eyes, which is a demon in Supernatural's world. So they start fighting each other and shit.
Oh, it's perception.
Yeah.
All right, so they didn't make them think.
And he's acting, and the four horseman guy, War, is just hanging out amongst them, acting like a scared businessman. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm so scared here." But really, he's creating that illusion.
Oh, so it's just perception. He's not making them do anything.
He's not making them hurt each other. no.
Okay.
Which is what they realize at the end.
Oh, it's choice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Well. Well.
Well.
So that just flew right over your blonde little.
It's where they did all the four horsemen except for Jesus. No, Jesus isn't the four horsemen. But he's supposed to be amongst them, right? Whatever. Let's
I'm
continue.
gonna be honest with you. I'm not really I never really dived deep into that shit.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All I know is as far as
Like
the flowery language, I have been paying attention to that.
I like symbols. Symbols are for the symbol-minded. Let's continue.
To not like someone or something, to break away from the liberal, multicultural cesspit, to discriminate
That's right,
and
liberal.
exclude. America is too big, too divided, way too diverse, and will never be whole again. There will never be one system that makes everyone happy.
Pause
The
it.
only answer...
As long as there's people like you around, you're damn right I'll never be whole.
If the core is morality, then that is a system that makes everyone happy. whatever I'm into. If I'm into dancing, skateboarding, writing songs, teaching people, if I'm not worried about somebody running after me with a chainsaw, I think I'll be fine. As long as I can practice my thing, right? I can work on the thing I want to work on, express the thing I want to express within the bounds of morality. That's all that's needed. You don't need to look alike. You don't need to be all into the same thing, etc., etc. This is so fucking simple. Let's continue.
From here is separation, which is inevitable. But as white flight happens
No, you don't even have to. Keep it going. We're already fucking nuts with a load of shit.
It's inevitable in the sense of individuals breaking away from the collective and becoming individuals.
Oh, I was gonna say, as far as like separation's inevitable. Yeah, if you're a collectivist, it's already begun.
Yeah.
Like, oh, see, she's segregated. What do you mean? She segregated herself? Don't you see? Whenever she's talking like this, I just imagine like a smaller version of herself that she's fucking buried. It's like clawing. No.
And it's simple and basic. I could cut your brother's arm, Lana, and you won't feel it. Like, oh, you are different, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
It's on its face right there, but you're trying to, who knows what you're trying to do? Go back to the womb or something like that. Some sort of psychological thing going on. Let's continue.
to places like Idaho, the government is right there importing refugees and building Section 8 because no town can be all white. It might lead to another Holocaust or something. Well, the same people who cry about exclusion or how there are too many whites are the same people who want their safe spaces and openly discriminate against people different from them, like me. They don't want freedom and diversity of thought or choice. They want their opinion to be enforced by law. Well, screw that. They're the same people who say it was wrong to have laws excluding others, but somehow they're in the moral right to have laws forcing people to accept others and forcing them to live with people they don't want to live with?
Fuck it.
No. Since no wall is being built, no mass deportations are happening, and legal immigration is still sky high, don't expect much from Trump when it comes to preserving the nation's European roots. Freedom of association and exclusion.
Fuck does that mean?
European roots?
Does it mean like French fries and I don't know.
French fries and
Kenny
Big
G.
Macs and Wendy's.
The fuck are we talking about here?
I
Let's
guarantee
continue.
you that's of no actual
How about Polka?
polka. Can't go wrong with polka at the Super Bowl.
Is the solution for this train wreck called liberal, diverse America. The freedom to say, no, I don't like you, without the Inquisition coming after you legally. The establishment is all cool with it until it's someone like me saying it. This won't last. Long ago, this country was united by ancestry, religion, and culture. That is long gone. The more diverse America gets, the further into the toilet it goes, and at this point, flush it down. It's long past.
That's right, only minorities commit crimes. If you just follow these highlights, you're in the wrong direction.
To admit that everyone is biased, and yes, everyone is a bigot, liberals, including you. Everyone hates and everyone loves, and everyone prefers people they have something in common with. It is human nature. The more.
That's a large.
It's like not everybody's ugly as you. You're alone.
What?
Dark Knight.
Say that again?
Deep down, no, not everybody is as ugly as you. I might be butchering it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh fuck. It's like, you're alone.
Yeah.
It's like, see, everyone has hate, and then this and that. It's like, yeah, but like the Sarian says, like the blue flame. That's what I have. Not her.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, I disagree with the intuitive thoughts. Like, no. You know what I mean? That's what I originally thought that Vincent James dude until I actually looked at his videos. I'm like, oh no, you're just an ignorant man. You're just an ignorant man.
Yeah, we could all collect.
Who's saying that I'm doing this because I think it's the right thing. I'm like, oh, okay. No, I think you're just a corrupt fucker. You're a corrupt fucker who knows.
Looking for views and shit.
Looking for views, maybe
career.
for a profit. I don't know. Yeah, a career. Because, you're presented with another argument that's probably No, you're presented with an argument, right? The fucking CAA shipping in drugs in. And he's
Yeah.
like, what about Europe? I just destroyed you, bro. It's like, what the fuck is this? I immediately right there. That was like, it was like a absolutely like, okay, I now know you are not the fucking guy I thought you were.
Yeah.
You know, there's intuition, then there's like, fuck, that's a red flag. Like if you're doing the right thing, you would have actually looked into it and stopped team playing, but it doesn't stop. That's why with her, I'm like, I call her a snake, you know. But I feel bad because I probably insulted them, serpents,
Yeah.
you know. Like, fuck, that's why I call them like a lack of an individual. You can't fucking say this and be like an actual fucking like I know who I am. No, fuck no. No, you're a fucking collectivist who probably falls in line and shit. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You ain't helping nobody.
Yeah, I don't think maybe helping in a weird roundabout way.
You know what I fucking mean.
Yeah.
I don't mean the the Joker helped Batman. It's like stop. No, come on. Stop fucking do it. Don't like, you know.
As a metaphor, yeah.
You know what I fucking mean, man.
I got you. I got you.
He already was. Yep. I'm not saying the experience didn't help. That's an experience. Not see, I helped you. You know, it's like not the way you think, buddy.
And two different things, I think. One's like an intellectual knowing, and one's a full-on knowing. That's what the Joker provided.
So make me do it.
The Joker provided full-on knowing.
Okay.
The other one was just intellectualized. I won't kill. I won't kill.
I got you. I got
Alright.
you.
As far as Lana goes, do I remember what she said?
Do you remember? You want me to tell you what she said?
Oh, people will always separate and always hate.
Yeah, let's bring it back a little bit. Yep.
Nike advertising.
Ancestry, religion, and culture. That is long gone. The more diverse America gets, the
I'm not gonna fucking break it down, but no, it isn't. You're just too stupid to see it. All right, keep going.
further into the toilet it goes, and at this point, flush it down. It's long past due to admit that everyone is biased, and yes, everyone is a bigot, liberals, including you. Everyone hates.
Not everyone's a bigot. Nah. Bias, sure, but
On the way she thinks. Yeah.
yeah, I think she's thinking of a different type of bias, a
Yeah.
particular type of bias.
Yeah.
And everyone loves, and everyone prefers people they have something in common with. It is human nature.
You don't fucking know what human nature is.
That's completely wrong.
Fuck.
As in, there's guys on street corners right now
Yeah.
holding up signs like, Jesus is coming here to save us.
Yeah.
I need to teach you all this.
Yeah.
Those guys don't. People walking around aren't supposed to be like, yeah, I agree with you. Right?
No.
He wants to convince them that this is the right way to go. That happens in a whole bunch of different arenas.
Or you could even say the guy that's like, oh my god, there's fluoride in our water, starts running out the streets. Nobody drink it!
Yeah.
Stop! Like, yeah, okay, man. No fucking humor him.
There's people trying to convince people all the
Yeah.
time.
It's like, oh, there was some
To
sort of
speak to someone who disagrees with them.
yeah. Oh, there was probably some sort of moral fiber within this person to make them, or at least influence them. No, my bad. You know what I mean by make them. Like, I must do this now. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah.
The more the government tries to force people to accept others against their will, the worse the reaction will be.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe that's what they want.
Just don't like it with the way she's saying it, man.
That might be what they want.
Yeah, they'll make you fucking jump and dance and shit if it happens. That's what yeah, I agree. That's what they would want. A
If we
reaction.
want to prevent an all-out civil war in America, the answer is to uphold freedom of association and the right of exclusion. Once we do, we'll see how this country will self-segregate geographically.
Let me back up a little bit. But that works in a okay with being unhealthy society. If you're okay with people not killing each other, but also like willing to live in an existential unhealthy environment, then that'll work. To where you purposely separate from other people rather than just naturally congregating in certain areas. Great fucking jazz scene over here, man. I'm moving there. Great jazz scene.
That's different. It's different.
Yeah.
You know? Like, see, you segregated. It's like, no, fucker, I like this sound.
Yeah.
There's a live over here. I'm gonna go over there. So
Yeah.
me, I'm going over there. Not, people over there. I don't give a flying fuck.
Or I'm one of the all-time great jazz players. I've been playing in this area my whole life. I want to get out of here. Move to the mountains somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do farmlands.
Go
and
fucking
shit.
pull a Brock Lesnar and go in the fucking like snowy mountain and shit, away from people or whatever the fuck.
Or these guys, they don't have jazz taught in their schools. I'm gonna go teach there.
Yeah.
War in America, the answer is to uphold freedom of association and the right of exclusion. Once we do, we'll see how this country will self-segregate geographically into communities that are more cohesive and unified. People would divide based on things like race, but also religion, politics, and sexuality. They already do. Humans are tribal. That will never change, and no
Holy
Sounds
shit.
like fuck. It's a person who has not really thought about this, like really, really thought about this. Like intensely thought it. Like, first of all, you have to start with the question, who am I? Because if you can understand who you are, then you can either accept or throw away the traditional notion of human nature in the first place, right? That sounds like a plan.
That's not a question.
That sounds like a plan. I want to understand human nature. Want to understand my own nature. Fully understand my own nature. Then it's like, okay, now I know what they're telling me about human nature is bullshit. Or I know it's correct, or
Well,
whatever.
it's literally like from the ground up, you know?
Yeah.
Let me take care of myself. That way I can really fucking experience things, as an individual.
And you're more likely to understand that it's bullshit. I don't think you can understand that. Oh, this is what they're saying about human nature is true because you have other people around you.
Oh,
right?
sure. And they're
So
bobbing
you
their
can't
heads.
say,
Yeah.
so you don't know if someone else figured it out and found out that, oh, that's wrong because I exist.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite color is red. No, that's not true. Why? Because mine is blue. Right?
Mhm.
Little simple things you can do here. But no, we gotta jump out. I found the answer. Let me jump out. Let me try to get a following. Let me try to tell as many people as possible, even though I didn't take time to do the work. I'm gonna go out and just tell everyone the answer. See the problem.
Again, I think there's a big difference between someone like this. This is just
Are
from
you
what,
looking for fame?
This is what I'm gathering from some of these videos I've seen,
Yeah.
and someone that's like, fuck, like, dude, like, it's unreal. This is what's happening. It's crazy. Look at this shit. It's like, and it's all intuitive, right? And it's evidence as well. As far as like you said this and this and this, it's like, fuck this person. It's like, I don't think it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, man. We get, you do this for the side of good, like moral
Yeah.
goodness. It's like, you won't see this. I think this is all an act.
Saying something as human nature is such a giant fucking question that you'd be the first one to figure it out, honestly.
I probably butchered that, but I'm not gonna say this.
It's like, fuck, you figured out human nature? Fucking tell me. Please tell me what that is. You found it, you figured it out with no questions asked. Every critique of it is already answered. You found that out? Shit. It's like the steroid guys on YouTube that lift weights. And everyone's like,
Who?
damn, you should work. Whatever, steroid guys on YouTube. Dudes that take shitload of, like, large amounts of steroids and lift weights and like,
Oh, that ugly
they're
crap.
like, it's like, man, the U.S. Weightlifting team should fucking go to you, man. You figured it out somehow. How'd you do that? You must be a genius at this stuff. You figured out something that all these millions and millions of dollars have been poured into this program to figure out. You figured it out here on YouTube. Holy shit. How'd you do it? It's like that. When you say certain things, like, it's human nature. It's like, damn. All those psychologists and behaviorists, and
My bad.
all those academics, they never figured it out, but you did.
I remember I was gonna compare it to.
What?
Like, this is obviously it's not as blatant, you know, but it's like you remind me of Candace Owens.
A little bit.
That's what I mean. It's like,
Also, I'm not saying you couldn't figure it out. It's just
no,
you better
everyone's
fucking explain. I want to know the answer to
everyone's fucking capable of doing this shit.
I want to know the answer to that one. Human nature. That's a big one.
When I hear like a group of people are incapable of doing so, it's like, who the fuck said that? Stand up. Who said that shit?
Well,
you know what I mean?
They say human nature in just a throwaway way, like, oh, it's just human nature.
No, it's
they say it like that, but they apply it to something that's supposed to be concrete.
See how
that's the problem with
when I hear that shit, it's literally like a crime. It's a crime against yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Like, fuck you doing? What? Listen, you know, it's one thing, like, you know, if like first of all, I hate it when people do like the self-harm thing. And I don't mean as far as like on a level where I can visibly see it, as far as, oh, you're fucking like, you know, banging your head against the wall or cutting yourself or something like that. I mean, it's like, oh, you think this is what human nature is? You think you have the answer? Oh, now you're saying it's everybody else? Everybody else is the same way. Now you have a fucking platform. You're gonna tell everybody this is the way it is. And we're gonna create a collective, even though you are a part of it. Like, you're not the leader, but you're a part of it. You're just a spokesperson. Now it's like, all right, stop.
Yeah.
Gotta stop you now.
Same thing with free will and all that.
Like, don't fucking tell me.
They have to be. It's like, oh fuck, I haven't heard anyone else figure this out. How about you? You're saying you figured it out, so let me know about it.
It's funny because you could hear the right answer, as some people might say, but it'll, like, you know, like, is it? It's like, oh yeah. Like, don't fucking guess. You know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's like someone asking you your favorite color, and you're like, purple. Like, does it sound like you know, man? You know.
All right, let's let her
Like,
finish
know
up.
it. Know it.
Free market or liberal values will ever replace that bond. As people divide geospatially, they'll be much happier being with people who they choose to be with without forced government integration, especially European Americans. There may never be...
Fuck. There's so much...
You had me. You had me for a second. People should not be forced together or forced to separate. Well, she didn't... I don't know if she said the separating part.
Within the context she's speaking of, it's just, you know, it didn't even matter if you just cut that out. It's like, see, this is good. It's like the fucking way she's putting it.
Especially Europeans. I'm like, what? Do they have a special coding in their DNA? Is there a special aspect of their soul that...
Well, I think we
others
already
don't
know,
have?
just from this fucking,
Is it tradition? What is it?
from the fucking, like, feed we have right here, you know. It's like, it's pretty obvious, you know, what she means.
a physical wall, but there are plenty of internal boundaries we've all built. A nation is a bond. It's not a flag and a piece of paper. No matter how hard they try, they will never destroy it. Thanks to Red Ice members, your support makes us...
All right.
I'll destroy that lack of an idea you have in your head, you know.
Yeah, I might
This is
chop this one into clips.
Absurd.
The clips. All right. Moral of the story. You want peace and cohesion and harmony. If you truly aiming for that, I mean truly aiming for that, not... It's almost like someone like aiming to have a kid, but it's like, it's the wrong color. Next, try again.
You imagine it's like, oh, the head's too big.
Yeah, that's it exactly. Oh, they're gay.
No,
late term abortion. Fuck it. If you're aiming for things like, if you're aiming for window dressing on harmony, window dressing on healthy, then you're never going to find real health and real harmony. But if your core is based on things, if they're based on things that are at the cores of these ideas, like morality, right? If no one's killing each other, then you can't be like, oh, this doesn't work because these groups commit more murder. It's like, well, you can't really say that, right? If the core is morality.
Okay. Yeah.
And you're not allowing, and everyone agrees to not murder or not steal or whatever, Now these group differences are just naturally let them float, right? It's scientific. You break things down to a core thing. Are these races really deep down dying to be separate from each other? If that's the case, you level the playing ground morally with everyone, and you see what people naturally do. Right?
Naturally.
It's moral for freedom, for people allowed to freely do as they please. Right? That's a moral thing. Moral to not hold someone against their will or take something from someone. So if we make morality as a non-issue, like everyone's good, morality is a non-issue to worry about. Now you can just see where people naturally move. And I think you'd be wrong, Lana. I think you'd be wrong about that one. I think hip-hop heads are going to congregate over here. I think skateboarders are going to hang out over here. I think jazz musicians are going to do this over here. I think ballet people are going to go to these areas. Actors are going to try to live over here. This, and this.
Where would Sean King go?
Sean King?
He'd
go back to Africa.
Click your heels and go back to Africa.
Click your heels 3 times together. And go back to Africa.
A little faster with it. So click your heels 3 times and go back to Africa.
Alright, so the moral of the story is morality. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll probably chop this up in the clips. I'll do that when I'm bored. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you feel like. Always comment. We like comments. We like debates. Agree, disagree. We will listen to your comments. Please donate to Devon's Journey to Recovery. The link is in the description box. Yeah. Oh, you can call in as far as comments. You don't have to type it out. If you do just want to strictly do typing, you have our comment section. We have Twitter. We have Instagram. It's all in the description box, as well as Devon's Journey to Recovery. The GoFundMe link is in our description box. Please click on it. Give it a look. Just read the story. See how much money they have and where they're trying to go. Any amount will help. Yeah. Medical bills are a bitch. Because we don't have free healthcare like all the other modern nations. Modern first world nations. Does Mexico have it?
Huh?
Does Mexico have free healthcare?
I don't fucking
Single
know.
payer? If they did, that'd be hilarious. We're sitting in between Canada and Mexico, and we don't have free healthcare. Richest nation on the planet.
I think Ventura said something about that.
The richest, most powerful army nation on the planet does not have free healthcare.
We can afford to fucking make a bunch of jets and bombs and all that other shit, but
I think Gaddafi in Libya had free healthcare. Whatever. Just please consider donating. The GoFundMe's link is in the description. Probably.
Alright.
With that said, give this video a healthy ethno-state thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in.